been the 1200-metre sprint feature of the May Carnival since 1888, and it's set to be an addition run through driving rain by the looks. The midfield group, Colin McKenna Wangoom Handicap, listed $200,000 contest, sorry. Horse 1 is Punch Lane. His last 2 heavy wins in stakes grade, the 2024 Glasshouse, the 2025 Hawkesbury Cup.
There's no doubt he's good enough, but it'll be some training performance, 326 days between runs. So he's a wet tracker. We know he's 3 from 3 on heavy, and the team would have him as fit as they can. It's whether or not he can still do it when he's fresh up after a long absence.
He's such a beautiful looking horse. He's presented in really great order. To my eye, he's still just carrying that little bit of pudding first up today. He'll tighten up beautifully from this, but he's in for a good prep. 2
Corniche a couple of stables ago won a Gold Coast Guineas at Caloundra this week on a heavy in 2024. He won a Hoisted 2 back on Australian Cup Day on a soft 7.
He found the right lane, but gee, was good, and fair play to Sean Mathrick. He's done a great job with him, and he was a bit frustrated after the Mornington run after being a touch slow and then just in an awkward spot. Like, he could easily bounce back. We know this horse will like the cushion in the track as well.
He looks great once again. He's just been ticking over beautifully, all preparation. Saddles up very similar again today.
3 Marble 9, 4th in this race last year with 54 kilos as a $4.60 favourite.
He's better than what we saw first up, that's for sure, so don't read too much into that. But look, he's a horse that really is more than capable on his day. I like the fact that he's acted here and performed well, so that being the case, he can run well.
I think he parades much better today than what I saw from him first up in the Hariba. He's just tightened up, and he looks like the Marble 9 today that was the horse that was going well last preparation.
For his title fighter, 6th last year is a $26 chance. He won the listed straight 6 on a wet track at his next run. Jamie Mott winning this race an age ago with Judusk in 2007.
Hey, what a run first up without any luck whatsoever, title fighter. You have to think he goes pretty close to winning the Hariba. He's got a good second up profile. He'll handle the wet ground, and he looks a really good each way chance at $16 with a VOP.
He's just an absolute ball of muscle, and he's another one similar to Marble 9. He's tightened up significantly from his first up run. He looks good here.
5 is scratching, 6 Lafraca. Bo looking to do what Dad did and win both the Wangoom and the Cup. And like Punch Lane, this guy is 3 for 3 on heavy, albeit in benchmark road.
Specialist on the surface, no question about that. If there's any chinks in the armour of the favourite, he'll be there to expose them, and he'll be hard to beat anyway.
You'd be expecting him to saddle up looking great today, and that's exactly what he is. Beautiful looking individual that's been primed for today.
Michael Kent Jr., mate, how are the news for you? This horse was nom for the Goodwood on Saturday. A good lead for mine.
Well, he's a good horse. He's got limitations on a good track. This is his weather. He loves it heavy.
How confident are you, mate?
I think Tom's horse deserves utmost respect. He's very promising, and he's a very good type in the yard, just having a look at him there. But yeah, Mick Price said to me this is the best wet track he's put a saddle on in his career. Hope he's right today. He's 3 from 3 on the heavy, but it's a unique Warrnambool heavy. You know, you start to get a few lanes. So from barrier 2, as always, we did a bit of luck.
Good luck.
Thank you very much, Matty.
7 is out, 8 is Contemporary, as Dean Yendall chases a record 4th Wangoom.
Yeah, brings in that Hariba form. Others out of that race make more appeal.
He's another one. He's got a good, healthy glow. Has taken nice improvement out of the Hariba, but I'm with you, Hutch. I've got others ahead of him today. 9 Pressdown has last year's Wangoom winning jockey in Tom Madden aboard. This galloper, of course, 1st and 2nd in the last 2 editions of Swan Hill's feature sprint, the Gold Topaz.
Not sure what happened at Ballarat, but look, the run prior was good, and he hasn't won in a while, but I think if he brought the best version of himself, he shouldn't be too far off him. He may need luck from the gate.
Don't know where he's going to end up from that gate. It's going to be really interesting from a map point of view. Adam's got this horse going really well, though. His coat's in fantastic nick.
11 is Great Maximus, 2nd in the Hills Railway to the Scratch Supering, 3rd to Lafraca at Flemington last July.
2 from 2 on heavy, very consistent, hard fit, can take a spot, will be there for a long way.
Yeah, looks really good here today too, very similar to how he has done all preparation.
12 Gurite debuted this day 2 years ago when 2nd in the 2-year-old handicap. Lindsay Smith and Fred Kersley combined with Tuvalu 2 years ago.
She's progressive. There's a nibble for her at a price as well. She's sort of an each way price around $9.50. Look, we don't know where her ceiling is. I think she'll get through the ground well enough, but it's once again not an easy task coming in fresh up to win here.
She's matured really nicely from the tail end of last prep into this preparation. I just wonder if she's going to take a run to really be at her best, but she's come back in fantastic order.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we've got Paddy Cannon here too. Guerrite, mate, tell us about this horse. Got some ability, first up, ready to fire.
Yeah, she's come back in great order. Probably a hard race to kick your campaign off on, but she trialled beautiful the other day at Caulfield. Couldn't have gone any better. She seems to have matured and strengthened up, you know, after that went the country cup final, and she's done everything right. So the boss is happy with her. Yeah, it's just a hard race on a testing day.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
13 is Immortal Star, seeking to give Kieran Murray's first victory in the Wangoom. Placed on heavy, first up on Kyneton Cup Day last year, and she's had a run at least once a month since.
Well, look, others were better than her in the Hariba, but prior to that, her form was pretty solid, albeit at benchmark level. So she will need to raise the bar, but this is her preferred trip.
Good tough mare. She saddles up looking really good for her today. Her coat's still nice and bright.
14, Live Another Day, looks to become the first 3-year-old to win the Wangoom for 37 years. He's on a streak, winning at Ballarat and both of the Caulfield tracks.
He skipped through the ground at Caulfield on a soft 7, and it was a bit pluggy that day as well. I'm not sure how it'll be out there here, but that's the only query. His ratings are excellent. He makes his own luck. He's a serious talent, and I think he'll win.
He's just a beautiful looking individual. He's been ticked over so well between runs. I think Tom's planned this all to perfection. It looks like it's gone particularly well. He's here at the top of his game.
As the rain intensifies, runners head to the gates 5 minutes out from the midfield group. Colin McKenna, Wangoom Handicap. Hutch, a summary of your thoughts.
Like I Live Another Day. I thought, you know, he's done very little wrong. He's been extremely impressive leading to this point in time, and you know, the question mark is the ground. I think he'll get through it. Title Fighter was luckless in the Hariba. Lafraca needs no introduction and could easily win this. And Corniche, I'm sure, is another one at a price that could run a bit of a race.
Great race, great edition of the Cole McKenna Wangoom. Cole, if you're up there and you can turn the sprinklers off from up in heaven, it would be appreciated to get the running of this out of the way. I'm with Lafraca on top, just ahead of Oh Live Another Day. There's really nothing between these two, but I thought Lafraca presented beautifully. Title Fight is another one that's a ball of muscle, and I do think Punchline's in for a nice prep. I just think that he might need this run.
Market ahead of the Wangoom. We've had ourselves a drifting favourite late in betting. Live Another Day, 205, now 260, 295 with Beast Mode, and we suspected this would be the case, and with every raindrop it's occurred. The margin between A Live Another Day and Lafraca has closed. Price Kent Sprinter now $3. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Clayton Douglas has returned Title Fighter to have another crack at the Wangoom. He's with Matty.
I feel like Mary Poppins here, Dougie. Something a little bit different, mate. The rain is coming down. Hey, I know you're really bullish about the chances here. Very unlucky in the Hariba last start, Title Fighter.
Yeah, look, he ran really well first up off a long break. He looks like he's tightened up nicely. Look, we'll just see how this track plays out and what happens with this rain now. But he's in great order. I'm really happy with him. He's got good second up form. So he's a really good chance.
What about the conditions, track, mate? Do you think this horse going to get through these conditions, no worries?
I think he does. He won the straight 6 last time in, up the straight on a pretty testing track, and it was a really trying conditions that day as well. He's a horse. He's a quirky horse. You know, he doesn't do a lot on the track. He sort of does enough to keep everyone happy, but he looks to have presented really well today, and I'm really happy with him.
Mate, a few of the boys have made the trek down in the ownership. What would it mean to win a Wangoom, buddy?
Yeah, no, look, Ponderosa Park, they've been a great supporter of mine, and this horse, he's prone to injuries and problems, and he's been a lot of hard work, but yeah, if we can win a Wangoom, it'll be unbelievable.
You've won an Everest. This might be the Everest of the bush, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it'd be awesome. But look, he's going really well. Obviously, Tom Dabnick's horse is horse on the up and looks a really solid opposition, but hopefully we can be fighting out the finish.
Good on you, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm going to grab the lovely Janice McKenna, who's over here. Really wonderful to see this superstar on the track. You nearly got the job done yesterday, Janice, with Dobkins. And it was nearly going to cost you a trip to Royal Ascot,
to Royal Ascot to take the girls to do the hair and the makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, a great honour, you know, to obviously, you know, name this race. Colin loved this carnival. He loved the Warrnambool Racing Club, Janice. The Wangoom, something pretty special. It is great to see you back on track here too, mate. Are you enjoying the week?
No, I had a lovely day yesterday. Last year, obviously, I didn't want to come, but this year's different. And he did love the Wangoom. His grandfather won it twice back in 1880. Oh, we're gone.
No, we're still on.
Oh, we're still on. And it's the one race that he wanted to win, and he couldn't win it. But he would be totally honoured that the race now carries his name.
And I think the whole family too are absolutely delighted, aren't they? And I know they've got the big marquee tomorrow, and you're coming along. That'll be a huge day for the whole midfield group, won't it?
Back again. Yeah, no, really looking forward tomorrow. And we've got Bazzini with Simon Wilde in the Grand Annual.
Geez, that'd be a story, wouldn't it?
Fingers crossed. Got Wintery this afternoon. Not sure whether she'll like the track though.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see you here, and looking forward to seeing this race. It's a special race, I know, for you, so good on you, mate.
Thank you, Matty. Thank you.
I think we're in a 10x3 marquee beside the mounting yard, but it's like a hall of fame for trainers right now as they take refuge from the rain. Ma, Kent, Williams, Brad Taylor representing Anthony and Sam Friedman. We wish them all the best ahead of the midfield group. Colin McKenna, Wangoom Handicap, the sprint feature of the May Carnival. Here's Rick McIntosh.
The midfield group have had their name on this race for so long. Keep it, but now with their founder in Colin McKenna. Gurite about to come in. 290 Olive another day. 320 Lafraca. Really challenging it for favouritism.
Here we go, riders.
Punch Lane goes to the outside gate. The rain is really coming in sideways for the Colin McKenna Wangoom. Gates fly, they're off. Marble Lane began fast. Olive another day was out well. So too on the outside, chancing the arm, pressed down, and Punch Lane. Title Fighter behind them and over against the rails. Great Maximus from Immortal Star. Cornish, Gurite, Lafraca is last on the rails inside of Contemporary as they run past the 1,000 now. Where Great Maximus went through at the 800 metres, now to lead, press down for Tommy Madden, who's going for back-to-back Wangooms. Marble Lane up to third around to Live Another Day, who travels strongly just behind the speed. Immortal Star, the rails, Punch Lane is wide, and then Title Fighter. Cornish, Gurite hooking out. Well back Contemporary, and the heavily back Lafraca is second last on the rails. Press down, really putting it to Great Maximus before the turn. I'll Live Another Day's out in plenty of time and about to let down and go after the pair. Then Immortal Star, Lafraca trying to find a way through. Title Fighter gets to the outside. I'll Live Another Day goes up to Great Maximus, tries to put the Wangoom field to bed, then followed down the outside by Title Fighter. It's a Live Another Day in front, the most promising horse in this neck of the woods for a long, long time. Wins the Col McKenna Wangoom by 3 lengths. Immortal Star, trained by Cole's good mate Kieran Maher, I think might have nabbed second over Great Maximus, but it is close. Close up Title Fighter, Punch Lane, Gurite, Marble Lane, then followed by Contemporary, well back in the race, pressed down, and Cornish, and Lafraca was at the back.
A Wangoom and a Wangoom winner they might talk about for a long, long time, not just in these parts, but across racing in our state and country. Live Another Day becomes the first 3-year-old to win the Wangoom since Plush Embassy did it in 1989. He gives adopted local Tom Dabinick his first May Carnival feature, and Harry Coffey adds the Wangoom to the Warrnambool Cup win on Mystery Island a couple of years ago. An emphatic victory denies Immortal Star and Kieran Maher his first Wangoom in the process, Hutch, but he is a horse that listed level is merely the start of what he's going to be doing in stakes grade.
He's a very good horse, this horse. He travelled so sweetly throughout in that run. Harry had him in a nice spot. He just wanted to give him that smooth run. But when others that handle wet tracks were sort of, you know, being urged to sort of get into the race, he put it to bed very quickly, Amy. It was an impressive performance. It's not dissimilar to what we've seen from him on quicker ground. But he's an exciting horse, and he certainly did it in good style there.
That was so good to see, wasn't it? 7 starts, 5 wins, 1 minor placing. To take on the older horses, we heard the statistic, it's been very rarely done that a 3-year-old can win a Wangoom. And to put him away in really testing conditions like that, he's so promising. And well done to Tom Dabernig too. Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of offers for this horse to be bought to go overseas. I'm sure everyone would be chomping at the tail to try and get him, but he's so progressive, and well done to Tom, the whole team. They're a tight-knit community down here, and they do a great job with their horses.
It's having a good day out, Tom, and yeah, he's got a lot to look forward to, Matty. Let's hear from Tom.
And I'll tell you what, Hutch, I just sense a little bit of relief, Tommy. You know, when you got the favourite and a short price favourite in a feature race like the Wangoom, the rain's coming down, you're unsure. It must be just an amazing feeling to get that monkey off the back, and that horse is something special, Tommy.
We've actually known from early days that he had a stack of ability, but he just keeps improving. So full credit to the horse, Andrew Harrison, who's here today. He bred the horse. It's a big thrill for him. He's been involved in horse racing for a while now, and it's great to see those people. The industry needs them, and it's great to see them get a decent horse. I'd just like to send a cheerio out to my father, who hasn't been that well, and it was his birthday yesterday, so Mum and Dad will be sitting at home and they'll be absolutely rapt. They would have loved to be here, but no, they'll get a great thrill out of today.
Mate, just the way this horse just soared into it on the corner and put 2 or 3 lengths on in these conditions, a good field, a quality field, something amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I just felt being a locally trained horse and the main sprint of the carnival, I really wanted to be part of it, and I've sort of been lucky enough to train a lot of decent horses and have some big race wins, but I must mean that one, I was feeling the pressure coming into it with a 3-year-old in the race, but that's what good horses do. They're just better than the opposition, and hopefully we can keep him progressing, and I'd say there's another couple of decent wins in him for sure.
Oh, I reckon there's some decent wins in, that is for sure, mate. What about your son Hugo and the whole family, the boys? Well, you know, like Hugo was just over the moon. He was stoked, wasn't he? It means so much.
Yeah, well, the whole family, we absolutely live and breathe it. When you're a horse training family, you've got to be 100% committed. So as from little kids, it's all they've ever known, and they get just as much kick out of it. Here's the owner, Andrew. Andrew,
come over here, Andrew. Get over here, mate. Don't be shy, mate. Yeah. Feed him. Stand under here and savour. You don't go anywhere either, but savour the moment, mate, because you've bred this horse, you own this horse. You have got something pretty bloody. You go and enjoy it. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Great stuff. And I tell you what, Nige, this little man, Harry Coffey, he is absolutely low-flying. I love it when he rides winners at the bull, and he's got the smile, he's got a grin from ear to ear.
Well, don't let the scales fool you, Matty. Harry Coffey is in actual fact 6 foot tall and bulletproof, at least for the next couple of minutes after the win in the Wangoom on I'll Live Another Day. It's proper bull weather, and he's a proper bull horse.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal effort. At the 600, the rain was hitting us in the face, and there was a slight run, and he's just such a horse that when it came, he just pushed his way into it, and I was actually shutting my eyes and just hoping everything was okay, and by the time I opened them again, he'd let rip. He killed the race at the 400, and he's a good horse. He's a very good horse.
So to add a little bit more to the description of good and his ability to do a little bit of, as you say, on his own, there's a aspect to which he's pretty instinctive and he knows when it's go time?
Oh, just as soon as you slip rein, there's instant power, and he can find lengths quickly, and it's a sharp burst, and then he can sustain it. And late he was clocking off in testing ground, rolling back to where it's a little bit worn, but like he pretty much galloped solo up the straight in conditions that are horrific against tough old horses that we've got here in Victoria. So he's a ripper. He's obviously well prepped up from the stable here. Tom's done a great job in placing him, but to be fair, he could have raced in many races around Australia sort of the last fortnight or so, and he would have been winning on that effort.
It's been a big couple of years for you, but a cup and now a Wangoom. You've won both the flat features here at Warrnambool, and we know your affinity with rural Victoria and country racing as well. What's those achievements mean to you?
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Country racing, always sort of attended the races as a boy growing up, and used to watch, Warrnambool growing up, and it was you would look upon it and just think that it's just a phenomenal carnival, and to be a part of it and win these races is, yeah, it's stuff you got to pinch yourself about. As we've spoke about many times, I'm extremely fortunate that I get to pilot some handy horses in these awesome races. And as a kid growing up, you know, you'd get home from school hoping that you were home in time to watch a Wangoom and a Warrnambool Cup. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome to be a part of it. Actually, in the tie-ups on my way in yesterday, Karen said, when are you going to have a decent crack and start jumping? And I said, no, mate. I've been through enough. I don't need to put myself through that. So I think we'll stick to the flat. But, yeah, it's phenomenal to be a part of it.
And clearly too big for that anyway. Well done.
Not on these. Thank you, mate.